In order, everyone stand for the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call members.
Chairperson Gary Roth.
Here.
Shelley Smelsley.
Here.
Lauren Smothers. John Carroll.
Here.
Mark Buckeye.
Here.
Barbara Bosler Peterson.
Here.
Some heirs who gave. Alderman Eric Bennett.
Have a quorum, correct? Approval of the agenda.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the minutes, March 25th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second the motion.
You got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Public Works report. No, Steve?
So Steve's not here tonight. One child has a birthday and the other is getting an award. So, being accepted in NHS. So, mowing, that's the biggest thing. One of the mowers broke down, got Flea got here pretty quickly, got it fixed. So it's back up and running. So everything should be getting cut as required. We looked into or talked about, we're going to get somebody in to do the stump removal over the next couple of weeks here at Pure Marquette and at Pinkley Park. So we need to get that worked on. Did some painting on the park, the picnic tables. I believe that was over at Valley Springs. So everything was painted a satin black. So that's the color we're going with. We did get the park bench in from, I'm sorry, I knew it 10 minutes ago. Can't remember the name. Anyway, it was supposed to be out here for demonstration. They forgot to bring it this evening, apparently. But we will get it so everybody can take a look at it or stop by the street shed. It's set up. Looks nice. Yeah. Well,
You remember what the price was on it?
$988.
Okay. After our last meeting, the girl from All Inclusive Rec watches our park board meeting, sent me a
That's the
quote.
one that's where we got the last one, I think.
Kendra. I haven't got copies of them here, but I think they're a little bit above that. So,
Okay. The one we looked at from All Inclusive, kind of the consensus on that was that it wasn't as nice.
This is the same. It was the same bench.
Yep. Yeah,
But they're-
$1,000. That's probably
yeah, they're-
$100 more. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got with the dark wood and the black on the outside, so 6 feet long. And we'll-
Yeah, because the 8-footer had that divider or something, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And real funky.
We will contact the Hucks and see if they, or if you want us just to hold on to this one as a demo and then look at purchasing more of them.
Yeah, I think we'll
think-
hold on to a demo.
Okay.
I think we should. Yeah, that way if people say, hey, we'd like to, what do you have for, what can we do for our family member, whatever, you can have one, hey, run down here, take a look at it. This is what we have.
Right.
I think it would be a wise choice.
So we're trying to change the purchasing policy so that'll allow us to purchase more of these that we can have on hand. And then put them up where you want them. But I've got to that'll take another month to get passed.
Okay.
But I'll talk to the Hucks and see if I'll give them some pictures, see if they're interested, if that's what they want to.
Do they come assembled, or
No,
that's actually good because they're easier to store.
Right.
Yeah,
no. But they are heavy. I mean, it's
That's a good thing.
solid plastic. Yeah, you've experienced it, yeah.
What are you looking at in increasing her as far as purchasing goes, so? You know what I mean? I think, what was it? How much did we get before? I don't remember.
Well, we could get, based on, we looked at freight, we could probably get 3 or 4.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
With the new purchasing policy, we'll be able to go up to probably 7 or 8.
Okay.
But I don't know if we want to go with that much or not, if we think there's that many places that we want to put park benches.
What we talked last meeting about.
I don't remember how many you talked about.
I think we talked about 5.
That's what I was
6.
thinking.
6.
What's 6, okay.
Yeah, and then setting one aside as a demo, so we can we'll work on getting the 5.
I predict that we'll find more places to put them than we.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, well, no, people are gonna want to probably say, I'm just thinking like along the sidewalk, for example, or along the walkway, the path. You could, I don't know how well this would work, go ahead and place the ones we want to place. And then how hard would it be for people to come in and they say, oh, we'd like to buy this one, whatever. And then put the plaque in. Or is it better to just not do anything, to do it all at one time?
You can have them set up and then add the plaque. Well, I think the plaque though is going to be set in concrete. so-
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's, no, so that whole, it's just gonna be like a solid pad under the whole thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's just
All right.
certain amount in
So you
that
do-
plaque is.
Okay, never mind.
And then we talked like I guess the edge of the front edge of that pad's supposed to be out a foot or so that there's
Yeah,
some foot space or foot room to,
Mhm. Okay, never mind.
yeah.
Cool.
That's what we got.
Good to me. Wait till next month, or till the next meeting, then decide if you find out. They, I guess you got to go to who, Alderman, to approve that?
No, this is, that's why we're changing the purchasing policy so that.
Oh, you're changing the whole policy, okay.
Based on recommendations from park board, we can go,
Okay,
we can make some purchases. Our maximum is going to be 15,000, 10,000 that we have to get written quotes. And this time we got written quotes plus we have the magazines. K-Built,
Okay.
K-Built is who we got that from.
okay.
okay, old business. Master plan committee reports, fundraising,
Still working on it.
trail committee,
Waiting for the state to approve our agreement with Klusner. So once they perfect that, then we can take it to the board for approval. And then it's going to be another 2 meetings after that before they get it approved. We'd hoped to be started this month, so we are behind on that. But just waiting for that to be sent back to us and then we'll get it to the board.
okay, playground committee. Nothing there. Bathroom committee,
We got the plans. They aren't stamped yet by the engineer, but they're being submitted to the state for approval. But we have, at least we know size, location, where all the plumbing goes. So we're starting to work and talk to some of the contractors to see what our prices are going to be. And then we'll get some quotes. So you should maybe see some work up there in June. Delivery still estimated end of July.
be here before we know it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going. We may not be started on the trail before it gets here.
New business, Valley Springs, low area bridges.
So we had talked last meeting about, there's some worry that we weren't cutting the low area of Valley Springs. I had looked up in previous meeting minutes, I'm not sure where those disappeared to. We had talked about the reason for not doing that is because of water and not
Then
cutting.
we discussed it again in October and decided we wanted to do it.
And then I thought there was discussion down, I didn't go to that meeting, but with the group down in the park saying, let's hold
That we
off.
know that we wanted it done.
Okay, well, that was misunderstood.
Because the big thing I've been hearing from people taking pictures on the bridge out there is that messes the background.
That bridge.
The bridge that's in the middle of the park, people take a ton of pictures off of that. And that messes the background.
So the hope is that this would all grow up like the rest of the park, but you have to let it get to that point.
No, don't like it.
Okay, we're gonna probably tape off the bridges then, because we're not gonna
Well,
have
the
time.
second bridge we discussed can come out.
Oh, which one's the second bridge?
Well, the second one you come to. And then that trail from the shed up on the hill down to that little bridge would be abandoned.
Okay.
But you would cross the first bridge, the lower bridge, to a picnic table area. And it wouldn't continue up the hill from there.
Okay. So you have a dead end that get past that one bridge and then you're kind of.
You have a little picnic table area right there. That's the end.
So is that the consensus of the group? That you'd rather see us cut that down low?
I think in the interim, at least, if you want to have a reforestation effort, we could plant trees and then protect those trees and still mow so that it looked nicer for pictures, like Gary's saying.
Okay.
It would be nice to have a few more trees down there and they would grow well in that low ground. But that's not the same as letting it go. Letting it go is, it puts people off and they don't feel safe and it doesn't look good for their photographs.
It's just the least expensive way to get back to it.
Now we're getting to it.
But that's
I
why,
understand that.
that's why I look at it. Okay. Okay, we'll get down there and get that hacked out.
You might need a brush hog.
Yeah. Yeah.
But once you get it cut, it's not a large acreage,
Yeah, it's pretty small.
but you gotta get it cut down and then,
You gotta get it cut. The issue is still gonna be that it's a wet area down there, so it will be at times we can't get to
well,
it.
that's a fair statement.
Right now, we're in decent.
That's nothing new though.
Right.
I mean, it's always been that way and it's
Yeah.
always was taken care of.
Yeah, so we'll get down there.
Valley Springs Trail, contractor or alliance?
So we talked at the last meeting, you're wanting to go with the contractor to do the trail, not Alliance.
We did that back in October too, wasn't it?
That may have been a meeting I didn't attend.
It might have been, yeah, we voted to have it contracted out.
I thought so.
Well, I mean, we'd still have to bring it back to you as, with the bids. So, okay. Because the plan from all, since we started this was for Alliance to do it.
Right.
So are we gonna have plans to put out? Are we gonna have descriptions of how
I'm working on both.
we want it? Perfect, okay.
Do you know when the rest of the mulching is gonna get done?
I'll have to ask. What are you thinking?
Well, Valley Spring, the rest of that trail and all the playground equipment and
Well, were they gonna do the trail or were they gonna hold off so they could do the construction down there?
that won't affect the lower side of it.
Okay.
To the, what side of, be the south side of the property? I could turn around in that area.
South end.
That won't affect nothing with the redoing the other trail. Since they don't meet.
Anywhere else? Anywhere else you're thinking? Is it also around the playground equipment?
Well, I mean, the Pierre Marquette Park, that's not done
Oh, the mulching, Pyramid Head, you mean?
and,
Okay.
anything else on Valley Springs Park Trail? Oh, I know what the other thing was. Talking with Jeff, they replaced I don't know how many picnic tables up there last year.
Yeah.
In the park with those expanded metal, all black ones. Is there a consideration for replacing any more of them?
So it wasn't budgeted,
Okay,
but we can put it in the budget for the next year if you want to.
okay.
And that's the black plastic, right?
Yeah,
It's covered.
rubber coated or
Rubber coated,
whatever.
yes. Yeah, those are really
I think
nice.
that's the best way to go.
Yeah, they're a lot less
Maintenance.
vandal.
Right.
They're more vandal proof. How's that?
Vandal resistant.
I was looking, John.
Nothing's vandal proof.
Right.
That's true.
So where do you want those to go? Is it more space up in the upper or the large pavilion, or is it?
Yes, nothing up there has been replaced in the big pavilion.
Big thing, thank you.
Could those need to be replaced though?
Well, the thought kind of was to replace them, and that would give some other tables that could go other places.
Oh, okay.
You know, just kind of here and there things.
Gotcha.
So just keep every year putting in for more tables. Do we need barbecue grills or anything else?
Those were all replaced, 2019, 20, something like that.
Yeah.
19 maybe.
But the garbage receptacles,
Huh?
we still just have the 55-gallon drums, don't we?
Mhm.
Are we gonna change those too at some point? Well, just a question. I didn't know if we was gonna end up going with like the one that have along the streets.
Those we have downtown.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just
The
look- those
disadvantage
look
to
flat.
those are they don't hold as much trash.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those are only like 35-gallon barrels, where the other ones are 55.
Gotcha. Okay.
Set a date for the next meeting.
It's Memorial Day for our next meeting.
Yeah, gee.
Didn't know if you wanted to adjust it a week ahead, week before, or the couple of days after.
Does that month have 5 Mondays in it? Isn't there one
No.
coming up that does?
This is the month with 5 Mondays. Yeah, so it's the 27th.
Well, if we went the 20th, that's about the same amount of time in between. Because if there's 5 Mondays this month, we could technically go the 20th and the third Monday.
Right.
The only issue with that is that we have Heritage Commission that night, so we'd have to have a meeting later, potentially. Or immediately following Heritage Commission. We could say 6:30, but we'll probably be bumping into them. They start at 6.
Or go to June the 3rd?
Or, you know, later, yeah.
Or we could go to the Park House.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm on the Heritage Commission, so
Oh,
I may or may not be there.
okay.
Meetings have been pretty quick, but it's no promise.
That's the one that won't be.
That's what I'm saying. It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, then we can just, well, that meeting's over with. I mean,
That's the 20th.
it's entirely up to y'all.
Yeah.
People never call me, tell them their meeting.
Are we deciding on the 20th?
I'm still waiting.
Oh,
Well,
I'll
Sounds
make a
good to me.
motion that we do. I think it sounds fine.
it looks clear for me.
There's your motion.
Motion and a second. Do I have a second?
Let me see what I have going on the 20th.
Heritage Commission.
Oh. I mean,
But what else? Oh, yeah, you have a life?
No,
Something outside of this. Man.
I'm fine.
What are we saying, 6:30 or are we,
I mean, you can say 6:30. I mean, I don't know how that works, but
I mean, everybody's just gonna sit in the audience until they're done with the Heritage Commission.
right.
that's fine with me.
At least you get it same day, just get it done.
We'll change that to PM, huh?
so we come here at 6:30 on the 20th.
Yep.
Okay.
We need a motion for that, or no?
You got a motion in a second.
Oh, you had a second, okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Dave, you good? Motion carries.
Dave's like, sure.
Cool.
All right,
Got another motion?
another motion for what?
So did
Oh,
the
no,
height line thing?
Nope.
Okay,
I have an item, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Today is Earth Day, and as a park board, I think we have a special relationship to keeping St. Genevieve environment clean and beautiful, and we should make a note that today being Earth Day, the park board is committed to good stuff for St. Genevieve.
Yes, we are. We could have planted a tree in Valley Spring Park.
Well, we will.
In memory
You
of
want to make a
Earth Day.
motion to plant a tree for Earth Day?
Well, sure, yes, I'll make that motion.
I'll second
Right
that
where
motion.
Happy wants it.
I got a motion, right in the low spot. I got a motion and a second to plant a tree in Valley Spring Park.
Earth Day.
All
For
in
Earth
favor,
Day.
for Earth Day. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Was you voting? You
What
shaking
kind
your
of tree you
head?
got in
I'm
mind?
not a voting member. I'm just trying to,
It depends on where it goes, because different
After you cut
locations would do better with certain,
Okay, well,
not a real tree,
no.
It's a shrub. but it's a good one.
I'll discuss that with John, because I believe he is our tree expert.
We'll let him pick the tree out.
Right, and we're just talking, it would depend on where it is, where on the relationship to the slope and the elevation and the soil. But there are many good choices.
Yeah. Yeah.
Down in the bottom of
Put a-
Cypress
put a
tree would be
willow.
really nice down there.
There's several, sycamore,
Yeah,
Lots of
sycamore
it.
too, yeah.
Depends on whether you want.
Plant a willow and plant it in a low
Canopy
spot.
tree, or if you want one that's under the canopy.
So that's his
All
department.
right, plant a willow and plant it in a low spot.
That's, yeah, they don't soak up all that water.
they do soak up a lot of
They
water.
do, yeah.
Now,
Anybody have anything else?
Anything else?
Motion adjourned?
You got a motion?
Isn't that what he just did? I'll
I made a
second.
mo- I made a
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.